Hey guys, what's up? It's Robbo here, Robbo347, that is bringing you another video today, doing an Evolve Beta experience and tips video. Something I'm really excited about. So I've only got two really short clips today, just really showing you sort of the gameplay, and then after all that I've got a couple of little breakdowns of the different classes in Evolve, and how best to utilize them and the monsters and stuff like that. So if you're interested in that, stay to the end. If you just want to hear my opinion on the game, if you just want to hear my opinion on the game, this section is mostly for you. So Evolve. Evolve is a 4 vs 1 sort of co-op human vs monster type game, where the 4 humans hunt down the monster. And they do this using their incredible range of abilities. What else is there? So really just go have a look at, there's lots of videos online about it. Go have a look. As for my personal experience in the game, I played the alpha last year. I think it came out about October last year, I'm not 100% sure. And it was great. It did, from what I've seen in the alpha and the beta, there is some problems with matchmaking, there is some problems with party, although that might just be Xbox servers. It's very difficult to stay in a party and in a game with somebody. But again, that could just be Xbox, it could just be the fact that I'm in Australia and our internet's not very good. But the game is amazing, it's really fun, really nice graphics, tight fighting. It can get kind of slow when you're tracking down the monster, but once you find him and you're fighting, it's really quick. I really don't know how to explain it. It's really fun. It's really heart pumping. It's really good, tight gameplay, and it's really just a lot of fun. I can't wait to get this game. I'm definitely getting it. It comes out on February 10th. So as of this recording, in about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, and yeah, so you will play as either one of the hunters or as one of the monsters, and this is the opening sequence for the hunters. There's a little talky bit, kind of like a cinematic. You get to see all these names on the walls, character names and stuff like that you can play as. I'm playing as the Trapper for this video. Last video that you just saw, I was playing as the Medic. The support class is probably my favorite, specifically Hank. He's really good. Anyway, you'll see more of that when the actual game comes out. I'll do character, playthroughs and stuff like that to see how it is. It's mostly an online game. There is some sort of storyline to it. I haven't played it, but yeah, it's mostly online. 5 players, 4 hunters, 1 monster. There's lots of different monsters, and each of them is different. So all there's different types of hunters. There's different classes, and inside those classes, there's different hunters. So my favorite is support, but there's different support characters. So far, there's Hank, Bucket, and Carbot. And they're all pretty similar, but they vary at the same time, if you understand what I mean. So as you can see here, we track down the monster. This is a really short game. This is really the only footage I have. I didn't record much, but this is a really short game. Most games go for about at least 15 minutes. This was only like 5 minutes. So the monster will run and try to eat and get armor and evolve. And then as he evolves, he gets stronger, he gets more health, he gets more armor. Your job is to track him down and kill him before he can do that. Now typically in a game you have maybe 3 or 4 skirmishes before the main battle. Depends on how good you are at tracking down the monster and trapping him, which the Trapper does with their little bubble shield that you can see out through. And how good the monster is at running and hiding. This guy, I think he was very new to the game. I think he had just started, didn't know what was what, and he didn't run very far before he started eating, so we were able to track him down and trap him very early on in the game, and that led to his downfall. So as you can see, we just won here. So now I'm going to transfer over into. Sorry, just checking that Audacity was still recording. And you can level up, and as you level up, you unlock new characters, badges, and skins, and all that sort of stuff. It's really cool. And you level up by using your abilities. So now I'm going to switch into some GIMP. I use GIMP images of basically the different classes in Evolve, and little tips. So pause them if you want to look at them in big depth. But the first one we've got here is Assault, and the 3 hunters that we know of in Assault are Markov, Hyde, and Parnell. And Assault is your big damage dealer, tank type class. They're frontline, they take the damage, and they deal massive amounts of damage themselves. Yeah, damage sponge, basically. You want to be in the front lines. Next we have the Medic. Again, just pause these if you want to read them more in depth. So Medic, we have Val, Lazarus, and Kyra. Medic is pretty self-explanatory. Heal your friends, heal your allies, make sure the monster doesn't kill them. And the Medics also have buffs to help yourself and your allies, and also debuffs for the monster, so use them as often as you can. It's often a cooldown, just use them whenever they're ready. And next we have my personal favorite, the Support class. Support class is kind of a mix between damage dealer and shield. It has a lot of they have a lot of abilities to deal a massive amount of damage, but also a lot of abilities that help protect your allies and yourself. The 3 support characters that we know of so far are Hank, Bucket, and Carbot. Really great characters. My personal favorite. And the 4th type of hunters that we have are Trappers. And Trappers are the ones who are responsible for tracking down the monster, trapping him, so that your other allies can kill him. For the Trappers, we've got Maggie and Daisy, Griffin, and Abe. And yeah, they're kind of they're probably going to be leading Trappers. You want to lead the charge when you're tracking down the monster, but during the battle you probably want to stay back, trying to hit him from range and slow him down. And you can just pause this screen if you want to get some tips on the monsters. There's 3 different monsters that we know of so far. Sorry, I just had to clear my throat. We have a Goliath, Kraken, and Wraith, and the Wraith is probably the scariest monster I've ever seen in any sort of game. So yeah, there's 5 just quick tips for new players for the monsters. Go back and read, pause the video for all the other hunter classes, and yeah, can't wait for this game to come out. It's available February 10th, and I'll see you on Xbox One. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.
Nah, nigga.
Hello,
What's up,
Lamar.
What's up, homie? What's up, then, homie? What's up, dog?
Franklin here has been awarded Employee of the Month.
You fucking with me, right?